If you've been watching my channel, you know I've been reviewing an awful lot of surveillance cameras, whether they're solar powered or what have you. And today I'm actually going to be reviewing the CAMDUCK Hidden Security Camera. While CAMDUCK has provided this spy camera to me for free to review, they haven't paid me anything, so you're going to get an honest review. It comes in a pretty discreet box, so just opening it up, you get your user manual, you get your actual camera, which is hidden in one of these outlet multipliers. And it's also got parts for your USB Type-C connection, so 2 A's and 1 C, and then you have 4 outlets there as well. I really like the design of this because depending on the type of plug that you're using, say for instance you've got something like this, you can actually plug it in and still have that available. Of course, you got to move the antennas out of the way. So this makes it pretty versatile for using in a wall. Now, on the back side, you'll notice that there is a plug here and then a plastic fixture here. So it needs to go into a double outlet. Okay. Problem already that I see with this is if you have outlets throughout your house that are going to be, 2 feet above the floor, more often than not, they're going to be covered, by sofas or tables or whatever. So it doesn't make it ideal for that location. Now, in your kitchen or bathroom, they tend to be a little bit more than counter height. That would be a better application for this. Now, you could also get an extension cord, mount it up on the wall, and plug this in for convenience sake, whether it's to plug in a TV or things like that. As I understand it, this will shoot in 1080 or 2K. We're going to go ahead and connect it. I'm going to use both my iPhone and an Android phone and an Android tablet to connect to see, just how easy it is to do that. And then we'll test it out, get some video, and see if this thing is something that I would recommend. Now, what also comes with this is an SD card, 128 gigabyte SD card, so you don't have to buy that as extra. There is a long screw, so typically, if you've got an outlet multiplier like this, you would take the faceplate off of the dual outlet and then put this on and then use this screw to screw that into the wall. So this isn't going to be coming out. And they give you a little thumb drive to put the SD card into so you can, hook it into your computer or, another device that can read a USB to review the videos. And looks like a guitar pick, but I'm sure that that's a tool to help, with the small stuff. There is an access panel up here where you would put the SD card, and that's what the guitar pick is for, is to help you take that off without using a screwdriver and gouging up the plastic. On the SD card, you will have to format that on your computer. I went ahead and did that already. And then using this guitar pick, we're gonna just put it right there in the edge there, and then just pop this thing off. And all that's there is a slot for the SD card. So it goes in that way. So it just simply pops out. You're going to have to either have longer fingernails or maybe use this dude to pop it in and out, or a small screwdriver. Okay, so once that's in, we put that little panel on, and it's got 4 little nubs that goes into these holes. And apparently there is a right way to put it on. So once it's on there, it's flush, and then we'll plug it in and connect it to the app. I've got it plugged into this power strip just to get this thing set up, but you'll see a red indicator light there, and there was a flashing blue light. Are there any visible lights on the camera when it's recording? No. The only time the lights are on is when you first plug it in to an outlet. So the flashing red light is looking for the SD card to make sure that there's one in there, because without it, it's not going to be able to save any videos or pictures. And the flashing blue light is going to be whether it is connected to your Wi-Fi. So after the initial power on, when the lights turn off, you won't see them at all. The next thing that we'll have to do to scan the QR code with our phone or tablet or device to download the app. And what we're looking for is the CAMDUCK app. We open up our camera and it'll take us to the web browser. And this is an Android, so, and then iPhone download. Anyway, Android download, goes to the Play Store, CAMDUCK Install. Now we have the CAMDUCK app. We're going to open it. It says found one camera. Click to add camera. I have to choose one or the other. Alright, so I'm looking at the CAMDUCK S. So I'm going to have to unplug it and replug it in. Okay, now the lights are flashing. The blue light flash until off. Please tick. All right. Please tick. So you have to go in there. All right. So camera name, password free version requires no password.
Please connect to the camera Wi-Fi, then return to the app.
All right, so got the app connected and just trying to figure out how this thing works, and it'll pop up with the main menu, and you hit that to get live, capture of what the camera is seeing right now. And you can either select 4 megapixels or 1080. And the 4 megapixels is obviously much better. Now, the lighting quality really depends. I mean, it could be a little bit brighter. Now, I can go to alarm message, and it'll show me what time and all this kind of stuff. And it shows a picture of the alarm message. I can go to album, and any recordings that I have or pictures that I've taken will be in the album. If I go to the SD file, it'll show all files. And once you have it on motion sensing, it'll actually record up to 2 minutes. So when you tap that, you've got your options of cancel, download, or play. And when you play it, it'll give you all of it. Now, I don't hear any audio. So from the surveillance camera aspect, it's going to be pretty important that for the video, you get everything that you need. So I'm going to actually set this up in the kitchen and see what kind of videos it'll take and all that kind of good stuff. There it is. If you really weren't paying attention, you wouldn't even know. Make sure that this area is not covered by any plugs, because that is going to obstruct your view. So anything that you might have in the way of it, bananas or whatever, is not going to give you a clear shot. Again, all of these outlets are functional. Now, there are some things that limits using this for charging devices. So it says not to have more than 3 smartphones charging on it at the same time, because the temperature will go up on the charger. So that's something to be aware of. Also, there's no infrared, and it's limited to really the light, the exposure around it. So you can see from some of the video where the lights aren't turned on what the video quality looks like. Other than that, I mean, for what it is, it's pretty good. And I'll have the link for that product in the description box, as well as all the other products that I've reviewed. If you like any of those, There will be links to all of them. You can share camera with other users as long as they download the CAMDUCK app and add the camera to their phone. Now, they will have access to the SD card videos and pictures, so just so that you're aware. There is no monthly subscription fee or anything like that to do any live streaming or viewing any of the videos from your alarm management, motion sensing, or if it's loop recording. There's no subscription fee, so that's really nice. If you don't have Wi-Fi, the camera will still work through Bluetooth, so that's pretty nice. The videos can only be streamed to an iOS device or an Android device. So PC or Mac, that's not going to work unless you pull that micro SD card out and insert it into your computer. Then you can use media player, VLC, any of those kind of players to view the videos. Are there any visible lights on the camera when it's recording? No. The only time the lights are on is when you first plug it in to an outlet. After the initial power on, when the lights turn off, you won't see them at all. So it truly is a SpyCam. Now, the time setting, you're going to have to figure out just by Googling what time zone you're in. So Pacific time, Mountain time, Central time, Eastern time, and then look for the UTC setting. So for Central time, it's going to be UTC -6, and that's going to set it up to your local time, if that matters to you. The warranty that comes with this camera is 1 year, and you get lifetime technical support in case you have any questions. You just call up the company, and they can provide the answers that you're searching for. Let me know your thoughts. Is this something that you would be able to use in your home? Where would it apply? So until next time, see ya.